So good afternoon everybody. I'm delighted today to be joined by Andrew Joubert, who's IT Director at Whitgift School. And the purpose of this video is really to explain why Andrew decided to take the brave step, but the right step when it comes to changing antivirus. Never an easy decision for lots of reasons, but Andrew last summer kind of realised that the existing technology that he had perhaps was no longer standing up to today's threat. So Andrew, what was the driver behind making that decision to change AV, which is always a tough decision?
I think, Gary, what it sort of came down to was the time was when the NHS got hit, major ransomware, and obviously that coincided with us looking to renew with Sophos. I mean, we've been Sophos now, almost 8-9 years, and I sort of looked out there and thought, Sophos is not really doing the job for us, going forward. I think that was definitely not something that they would have protected and stopped. So obviously went out to the market, obviously then discovered SentinelOne. And we did review a number of other products too. But for us, it was looking at what SentinelOne could do. How it was managed was also really key. So we looked for a product that can easily, we can identify things easily. It can be self-managed from potentially a cloud portal or whatever. And we compared everything we found with Sophos, because essentially we're moving away potentially. So that was our sort of initial starting plan, and SentinelOne just sort of ticked every box as we went out there.
Okay, but changing sometimes not easy because you know it, and I guess if you've known that Sophos for all those years, I'm surely Sophos themselves must have said to you, Andrew, hang on, stick with us, we've got Intercept X, there's something new, have a look. Yeah,
so which is exactly what we did. So Sophos came at me, I said, what about these threats, what are you doing here, how are you protecting this? And they showed us Intercept X, so we basically compared that with SentinelOne. And obviously when you started putting these two products against each other, it became very clear that Sophos were behind the curve. They had two management interfaces, massive problems with CPU usage on machines, which are things that you wouldn't really be thinking about potentially, but that there becomes a massive problem. And so we wanted something that was really simple to manage. And SentinelOne, just one interface, does everything, really simple, and and protecting us no matter what was out there. And not just that, is also the guarantee that was behind the product. Because I think that is also a big factor when making a decision like this. Any company is terrified of making the wrong decision. As soon as a virus hits, that is it. Your reputation's ruined. And I think, Sophos, been dented massively with ransomware, and Intercept X, I think, can do the job. But it's the products are not there yet, where SentinelOne's product, it just works. Although none of our machines, nothing, no effect on any of them, no CPUs, no RAM, the machines are running just as normal, and then you've got this massive layer of protection.
What about rolling it out?
Oh, really straightforward. Obviously, in the beginning, we spoke about this, and I wanted it all in-house. I wanted a server on site, and it was just by chance that at the time the infrastructure was being upgraded, and I said to Gary, look, I really want to get this rolled out, but we're not ready. And he said, well, look, use the cloud option. So I thought, okay, as a base period, let's use the cloud, and then we'll migrate back inside as soon as we've sort of finished our upgrade. But yeah, what a decision that was, because the cloud version is just phenomenal, just unbelievably fast. It's just, unreal. And
easy to deploy?
Fantastic, straightforward, click, literally everything is just so straightforward, integrated with our SCCM. Updates are just unbelievably easy, straight from the cloud. Don't even need to repackage things in SCCM and constant monitoring that. Really, really good. And I have to say, with the whole agent reporting back to the web console has been, brilliant. In terms of Sophos, I had so many problems where devices not updating, it's constant errors, and we just haven't had any of that. It's just been really easy to manage.
So fair to say, a great decision for Whitgift.
Oh, absolutely. I've just never have I doubted it. Every day, especially in the beginning, I was very skeptical. You came in, you sell us something, and there's some great products out there in anything, but this market, I think Sophos have dominated for so long, And Sophos, we just spoke about it. They just buy anybody out as soon as anybody comes really good. And I think SentinelOne at the moment their product sells itself. And for us, it's just been a great decision because I've got that peace of mind. We're having a huge problem at the moment with Windows 10. And if anybody's out there is going that way, you have to really look at the security aspects of it because Windows 10 is quite open. At a school, we have, boys are always trying to mess with it, trying to hack in. It's not sort of in the workplace. I've been into banks and stuff, and you don't get that similar kind of threat in terms of internally having people trying to hack you and all this all the time. Whereas the students, they push everything to the limit. So, for me, with Windows 10, Microsoft, it's really open, and there's a lot of bugs in terms of they're not bugs, but they are backdoors into things. And but with SentinelOne, it gives you that peace of mind that even if somebody did install something malicious, that it's going to be blocked. And that's the real thing. So now we've got that control of, yes, people can still potentially do things in Windows 10, but now they're not going to be able to install any of that stuff because SentinelOne is there as guarding you. And it's been brilliant. Absolutely
peace of mind.
Absolutely. That's what you want. I don't want to know anything about my antivirus. I don't want to hear about it. I just want to know there's running there, and I want to know there's protecting us. And I think that's the sort of main selling point that I can say for the last 6 months that we've had them is just it's been plain sailing, and also just the support side of things. Really highly technical engineers, and I hope that stays like that. I know as companies grow, teams grow, and it's difficult to manage. But at the moment, just phenomenal support, really knowledgeable guys, and anytime I have had an issue, it's been resolved, brilliantly.
Perfect, Andrew. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, Gary.